773 797 2409 773 797 2409. That's the number you can call and voice your opinion, pro or con, anything I have to say about anything I have to say. People who listen to my show on a regular basis, some people have tweeted me, some people have texted me, some people have said to my face, "You're a LeBron James apologist." To that I say this. I've said it to other people in my chat room, and I said it to my main man, number one Chief Rocker Jersey Vern today. If you hate LeBron James, the basketball player, and you don't live in a town that you don't root for him because he's beating your team, good job. Big ups to you for hating LeBron James as an athlete. But when you are so thick in the skull to not like LeBron James as a person, you need to go find somebody and let them slap the hell out of you. And if you just hate LeBron because the TV told you hate LeBron.
I hate you. I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.
The reason I'm bringing this up is because mainstream media has been talking out both sides of their mouths today. All week. Since my main man Kawhi Leonard and Paul George teamed up and went to the Clippers, now you got conversations of will the Clippers take over LA? Sorry to say, hell no, they won't. The Lakers had a 65-year head start on fandom. They have an insane history of dominance, and they're going through a bad period right now. But they'll never take over Los Angeles. Just the same way the White Sox will never take over Chicago, just the same way the Mets will never take over New York. Now, if the White Sox get 25 more, the Mets get 29 more championships, they got a shot. If the Clippers win 17 championships, if they win 19 championships, they got a shot. If the White Sox win the next 6 championships in a row, they got a shot. That's the type of stronghold these teams have on these towns. So, but the reason I brought up LeBron James is this. This is clearly anti-LeBron rhetoric because mainstream media has never forgiven LeBron James for bringing it to these young people's attention how much power that they have. I'm sorry, you can disagree. You can say whatever you want to say. But if you got a brain in your head, you realize that's exactly what's going on. They've never forgiven him for that. Because when you have one LeBron James and he's uplifting people and letting them know, hey, you don't have to settle for that nonsense that they're running at you. You really don't. Then it's a problem. And if you disagree, all you would have to do is this. I've heard every bad thing I could about Anthony Davis getting out of his contract this week. We are tired of people not honoring contracts. And when you sign a contract, you should stick to it. Paul George did the same thing. But the Clippers are about to take over Los Angeles. But Anthony Davis, who teamed up with one LeBron James, he's bad for the game. You had jackasses like Steve Kerr. Yes, Steve Kerr, shut the hell up, you jackass. Come out and say, you need to be on a contract, and yada, 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 this, that, and that. Now, everybody can come up with the argument, well, players get traded all the time. What I'm going to come back with this. Players, if you hear guys like Steve Kerr and any other team official speak about this, and you don't agree with it, because they want to restrict you, especially somebody who's been cut by every team in the damn league almost, Portland Trail Blazers, Phoenix Suns twice, the Orlando Magic, Chicago Bulls, and that's just right off the top of my head. Who understands that these teams treat these young men like they're pawns on a chessboard that you can do with them or do without them. They're not really that important. Then you don't go to that organization. See, because what they continue to do is throw LeBron James' name up in every possible situation. And the reason I feel they do that is because most people don't want to deal with that type of scrutiny. And when you put that type of scrutiny in someone's face and ask them to deal with it on a regular basis, most of them don't want to deal with that. And I can understand that. I don't want you to be have a microscope and micromanaging every move that I make, microanalyzing, every move that I make. But LeBron James has stood the test of time and stood up and looked it right in the face. But it's a damn shame that we as a public continue to fall for this foolishness and this propaganda, man. Because that's all the hell it is. Oh, see, LeBron ruined the league. No, he didn't. He just let people know you don't have to sit your ass in Chicago while they trade for HRap with a bad knee, or Chief Rocker who 38 years old, or Joe who with a bad ankle, or Big Illinois who's tired. I got another celebrity in the room. He goes by the name of RC from the great state of Minnesota. I spoke him up. He can't. You know, you look throughout the history of the league. You got Oscar Robertson. You got Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, and all these guys who stayed loyal to a franchise. And when those franchises, when they were no longer used for those franchises, Kevin Garnett, they sent his ass packing. Ray Allen with 2 teams. He was no longer useful in Milwaukee. They thought they could move past him. They sent his ass packing. Ray Allen had a contract. He sent his ass packing in Seattle. Ray Allen had a contract and a family at that point. Nobody gave a damn. Let's not even mention the fact that Baron Davis was happy playing with the Golden State Warriors, had just upset the number 1 seed Dallas Mavericks, and they told him in Los Angeles, the owners of the Clippers told him, tell you what, bro, won't you come down here? You got a movie. You into movie production. You can move to California, Los Angeles. You'll be closer to your grandmother, who everybody knew he was close to already. And then you'll be playing for the Clippers. We're gonna do everything we can to make sure you're successful. And then what happens? Going back to in a second, Spring. We're gonna do everything to that and to make sure you're successful. Them dumbass T-Wills drafted Ray Allen and traded him for Marbury. Yeah. Shout out to RC. Yeah. RC did that Joe Smith debacle. But they get rid of you. They trade you. They get rid of you and do what they want to do. And see, what really pisses me off is this is pure double talk by on draft day. I remember that because it was the Milwaukee Bucks. I remember that. I'm a big time Ray Allen fan, RC. So yeah, I remember that, man. I totally remember that. Ray Allen and KG would have done some things, and they both from Carolinas. They would have done some things, man. And Cadillac should just relax. Everybody don't know who Cadillac is. That's my man Stephon Bomberry. Big up to Starberry. He in the building at all times. Everybody's up in arms talking about players. They're talking on both sides of their mouth. Because you got on one side of their mouth, they saying, you need to honor your contract. You need to honor your contract. Stop asking for out of cities contracts. I can actually see the point. But at the same time, Anthony Davis just said he never demanded a trade. Anthony Davis said, you should trade me because I'm not re-signing. Let's on the Chief Rocker side of the game. Remember 10 years ago when y'all were mad at LeBron James for not telling Dan Gilbert he was going to leave? See, he was wrong. He was disrespectful. He should have at least told him. He should have called him. He shouldn't have found out on a news conference. So now the athletes are fast forward to the future 3 years ago. Paul George told Indiana, man, y'all better get rid of me because I ain't staying. What a jerk this guy is. Because they thought he wanted to go to LA to play with LeBron in the future. He was a jerk then, but it was cool when he stayed with OKC. It was cool when he stayed with OKC. But that came to a head. Paul George asked for out with OKC. But nobody talked about that with 3 years left on his deal. Anthony Davis just simply saying, I'm not going to stay here. So don't invest in me. So you can get some comparable value from this situation. Why don't you just let me go? But going forward, NBA players, don't say a damn thing. And just deal with the smoke, because win or lose, you still lose, and those the rules. Shout out to the BCC, Boot Camp Click, Helter Skelter. Sean Price. Rest in peace, Sean Price. But that's what I'm talking about. You can't win. You got 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. Either way, you screwed. So you might as well do what the hell you want to do. Because it's like this. If they're going to chase your ass home from school and beat you up when they see you, you might as well get your ass kicked on the first day and get it over with. Hey, man, I ain't finna, like Richard Pryor said in the match, this ain't no damn track team. I ain't finna be running. But people don't want to do that, man. So stop trying to make Anthony Davis the poster child for destroying the NBA. Y'all destroyed the NBA when y'all started not giving a damn about players. That's what y'all did. If y'all don't believe me, I don't care. Because that's the truth. With that being said, I'm going to take a small break to do the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Now, for those who don't know, and this is you, if you're new to the show or you haven't joined in today, I am doing safeties. Me and my man RC from the great state of Minnesota, we was in the barbershop talking about safeties the other day, which inspired me to do a list on safeties myself. Number 9 on my list is Deron Cherry for the Kansas City Chiefs. Big ups to Deron Cherry. Super gorilla on the football. Next up is one of RC's favorite players. I told y'all RC was going to be in later, and this one of his favorite players goes by the name of Joey Browner. Another guy on this list, number 7, goes by the name of big time Pittsburgh, still a part of the Steel Curtain, goes by the name of big time Donnie Shell, hard hitting, hard covering, big time ball. Number 6. He might be, he want to lead us into new schools in regards to safety. He transitioned between the knock your head off safeties and these old tackling ass safeties they have now, but he was still a goon when he was out there. Big time Philadelphia Eagle. They used to call him Weapon Zero or Weapon X. Brian Dawkins finished his career with the Denver Donkeys. The Denver Broncos. I'm a Raider fan. I can't shake. He goes by the name of Brian Dawkins. This guy is notorious in Chicago because he hurt one of Chicago's own, but he's legendary in Oaktown. He wore 2 numbers. The last number he wore was number 26. He won the number 1 Chief Rocker guys, come from the great Ohio State University. He goes by the nickname The Assassin. The late, great Jack Tatum in the building. Much love. This is another guy who's a hard hitter, one of the greatest hits in NFL history. He will always be one of my favorite players, even though he played for them Rudies in Denver. The man was another dude who needs to be in the Hall of Fame. As a matter of fact, there's nobody on this list that shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame already or on their way. But this guy, he goes by the name of Big Bad Steve Atwater. He's in the building. Much love. Big up. Now, with that being said, back to my conversation in regards to basketball. Like I'm saying, man, they're trying to make this dude. He's also from Jersey, Jack T. Oh yeah, also that's no wonder he's one of your favorite players. He's fresh from Jersey, Brick City in the building. And remember, Jack Tatum and Earl Campbell. Yes, Lord, Jack Tatum and Earl Campbell on like the 4-yard line. Ladies and gentlemen, haters and bitter friends, Jack Tatum ain't no joke. That hit is only second to that Christian Okoye, Steve Atwater hit on Monday Night Football. I gave Jack Tatum blew up a Viking wide receiver Sammy White in the Super Bowl. Yes, he did. Hey, RC. I gave one of your least favorite wide receivers a little peas. I had to bring this back up. I didn't want to talk about you behind your back. I knew you're cussing me out if I didn't say it in front of you. But not really cuss me out, but